So one of the waste management method is composting. Whenever biodegradable materials are deposited here and there, instead of just dumping here and there, we can go for a method called composting. Just near the Nivedita hostel, girls hostel, there is a tank at the VCRI college, our college. So near the Nivedita hostel here, there is a you can find there is two tanks side by side, and there is a leveling also that I have made. It is composting plant. Okay, so whatever the grass of the sports ground, playground, and from there the grass is normally they are cutting the grass and dumping here and there. So this arrangement is done. Actually, that I know, but that is a problem of management. Means we could not manage because people could not. There is a holiday going on. There is a we are not coming to the college. So that time there is no management. Na? That's why this mismanagement happened. Otherwise, this dumping is done into two tanks, and there some powdery material we are adding. That is lactobacillus material. It's called Bokashi brand. Bokashi brand, Bokashi brand is lactobacillus basically. In the Bokashi brand, what you have is lactobacillus. So that is degrading this grass or whatever that vegetable peels, anything, any peels, fruits, biodegradable is supposed to be, not anything. All the biodegradable thing, if you just dump there and mix it time to time, so it will be degraded into powder. This like this. It takes 15 days. 15 days. So every 7 days you have to turn it over. From the bottom you have to take it up, and the thing just you have to deposit it on the top. It should go down. So up and down you have to do the circulation time to time. Every 4-5 days you are supposed to give one turn. So then 15-20 days it will be just this material like this, looking like this. This type of material you will get. And this is a very good one, composting material. Okay, we can use into this gardening. Control biological decomposition of organic material. Control biological decomposition of organic materials. So, what are the things we can dump there? Any biodegradable materials, vegetable peels, and fruit peels, and grass. Achha. Now, one very simple technique I can tell you, where you don't need anything extra, everything available in the village area. You have to dig a hole. Depth will be not more than 1 feet. 1 foot depth is good enough. There, make a layer of dry grass. Dried, there may be grass, that may be any type of straw. It can be dried leaf, brown colored leaf, dry leaf, or it may be dry grass, anything dry. One layer. Second layer will be green. Third layer will be dry. Fourth layer will be green. That way go after layer. And after that, after 4-5 layers, we can sprinkle this cow dung, and we have to make something, some slurry of cow dung and this some food material like gur. Okay, jaggery solution. Jaggery is gur. Jaggery solution, you have to mix together. Cow dung and jaggery mix together with some stick, and after that it should be sprinkled on the top surface, and then cover it with some curtain or something like tarpaulin. With tarpaulin you can cover it, and at the end of the tarpaulin you can put some bricks, so that with a wind it cannot be just destroyed. And so you have to cover it, we give some bricks on the outline. Okay. Now, every 4-5 days you will turn it over. Aerobic we are doing, not anaerobic. So there are two types of decomposition. One is aerobic decomposition and is anaerobic. Aerobic means bacteria will be aerobic bacteria, then it will not be stinking. Bad smell will not come. But if it is anaerobic process you do, then you have to make the whole thing completely sealed. Two way you can do it. There are different methods. One method I told you, this is the heap dump method, and another one you can get some bucket, 4-5 bucket. One bucket should be fitted exactly on the other bucket. That particular design bucket is available. On the top bucket, you take your household garbages there, sprinkle some amount of soil, and then okay, again you dump some and again some soil. That soil is a bit different one, not ordinary soil. It is available in the form of from the nursery. It is available. Okay, this compost soil powder, just sprinkles a small amount, and it will be cheaper. That way, when the first bucket is filled, put it at the bottom, then use the second bucket, then third bucket, then fourth bucket. When you are using the fourth bucket, by that time your first bucket is composting is ready. You can use it in the garden and make it empty. So that is another way. This whole setup is available in Amazon. Directly you can buy. Amazon, Flipkart, it is available online. Okay, bucket system. Bucket and powder packet, both they will provide together. So that is for our household system. In the village area also method I told you. Okay, apart from this method what is shown here, not only we are not restricted to the PowerPoint, I am discussing about a practical scenario everywhere. I have talked about in the college already I am doing it. Okay, there are 2 tanks. In one tank the composting is getting ready. By that time we are dumping in the other tank. Just a storage, not used. Then processing is started, and by that time first tank is getting empty, taking it out and then dumping grass over there. You know the main problem, laborers are not taking that much of effort to carry that thing up to the tank. Instead of that, dumping wherever nearby available. That is very difficult to solve. That you will understand. When actually you see the situation, you will understand. Handling laborers is so difficult. Okay? Whenever they will find some loophole, they will use it. Just dump it here. Okay? Who will carry it there? Just dump it here. Simple, na? Easy. So do it. That's why it is not happening. So everything is ready. A system is there. I have a lot of this powder also with me. The Bokasi brand that I am using. Bokasi brand, why Bokasi brand is cheap. Otherwise there is another one, Acidobacter. That is very good. But Acidobacter is costly. Acidobacter 200 gram is 500 rupees. And Bokasi brand 500 gram is 200 rupees. That is the price difference. That's why Bokasi people are using. Bokasi is cheaper. Bokasi is 500 gram, 200 rupees. And Acidobacter, if you take black colored some powder available, that is called Acidobacter. It is also available in Amazon, Flipkart. If you buy it, then it is 200 gram is 500 rupees. Costly, na? 200 gram, 500 rupees. Small packet, 500 rupees. Costly. And here it is 500 gram, 200 rupees. Much cheaper. And if you buy more, price will be less. So practically in nature, nothing is wasted. If anything is wasted, nowadays there is a technique. After death, normally what you do? We burn the body, na? Acha. Burning body means polluting the environment. Air pollution. Burning the body means not burning only the body. Along with that, what you are using? Either electricity or wood. If you use wood, that is also creating pollution. If you use electricity, electricity is produced by the pollution. Isn't it true? The electricity, if you use, it is, people say electricity is pollution free. How? How you produce the electricity? Creating lot of pollution. Isn't it? So, that way, whatever way you burn, you are producing lot of pollution. So, Parsi, they have a very good technique. Our religion will not allow that. Hanging the body into the high tower. Okay? Hanging the body in the tower. So all the birds, vultures and all, take out all the that meat portion, and only the skeleton will be leaving behind. Okay, and the skeleton is donated to the hospital for doctors. They will study the skeleton. So nothing is wasted. কবর দিলে মাটিতে প্রচুর পলিউশন ক্রিয়েট হয়, পচে গলে মাটির সঙ্গে মিশে, না খানিক মিশে খানিক না মিশে, মিশবে কি ইট উইল টেক ভেরি ভেরি লং টাইম। মিশতে তো বহু সময় লাগে। তার আগে শিয়াল কুকুরে তুলে ছেঁড়াছিড়ি করবে, চারিদিকে ছড়াবে, প্রবলেম সব দিকেই আছে। হ্যাঁ, না তার জন্য একটা ভালো সলিউশন, দ্যাট ইজ এ গুড টেকনিক হ্যাজ কাম। উই হ্যাভ টু মেক এ পট। Inside the pot, the body is kept in such a way, it will mix with the soil and it will give a growth of a tree. একটা গাছ হয়ে যাবে, মানুষটা একটা গাছ হয়ে যাবে, তাহলে সে বেঁচে রইল in the form of a tree. So nutrient profile of compost. Nutrient profile of compost. What are the nutrient profile of compost? After making the compost, what are the parameters there? Just see. This also a testing. Without this testing, your nutrient is, if it is not nutrient rich, who will buy that compost? Compost is sold. It is not free. Normally we have a natural feeling. Compost means so wastage. No, not that. This compost is sold in a very high rate. If you buy from the nursery, you will understand how this is the price. It is not so cheap. 1 কেজি কত দাম? 50 টাকা নেবে, কম নাকি? হ্যাঁ, আমরা বানিয়ে নিতে পারি। We can make it for gardening. Those who have interest in gardening. So organic matter, pH, these are the parameter more or less, standard parameter. And if these parameters is actually you are getting, if these parameters we are getting, then my composting is good. This is a standard parameter. So if the standard parameter is matching with my composting material, then it is my composting is good. Otherwise not. সার মানে কি সার? গোবর। না সার বললে হবে না, গোবর বল। আচ্ছা, তারপর but cow dung has some antibacterial effect. Cow dung itself is antibacterial. Will it grow bacteria? Cow dung has some bacteria, but it is also antibacterial. হ্যাঁ, what আছে মানে cow dung has both the property. It is having bacteria and also it is killing bacteria. It is an antiseptic material. Cow dung is antiseptic material for trees and plants. Do you know that? গাছের জন্য একটা antibacterial, antimicrobial effect. Cow dung has antibacterial and antimicrobial effect. It has got both the property. It can kill all the fish. It can be a food for the fish. পুকুরে দিয়ে দাও, মাছ মরে যাবে, বাট পার্টিকুলার টেকনিক ইউজ করে দাও, তাহলে মাছের জন্য খাবার তৈরি হবে। টেকনিক ইজ দেয়ার। উইদাউট নোয়িং দ্য টেকনিক, ইফ ইউ ট্রাই টু ইউজ, ইট উইল বি টোটালি ওয়েস্টেজ। বেনিফিটস অফ কম্পোস্ট। বেনিফিটস কী কী আছে? ইমপ্রুভস দ্য কোয়ালিটি অফ সয়েল, নো ডাউট। ইট ইজ এ ন্যাচারাল। আচ্ছা, নাওয়াডেজ everywhere you want to buy from the market the food materials, there is a term organic food, organic turmeric, organic chili, organic mustard oil, very costly. Organic sugar, sugar must be organic. How inorganic sugar can be made? That is actually, do you understand? Yes, what is there? That means they mean to say, into that crop field, no artificial or chemical fertilizer was used. That is the meaning. No artificial or chemical fertilizer was used into that crop field. But who have seen that? How do you certify that? Okay, Patanjali is selling with that level, selling with that level that it is organic. But who will certify? Yes, we know that there is a at Haridwar. না না ওদের একটা হরিদ্বারে একটা আশ্রমে একটা বড় ক্রপ ফিল্ড আছে, দে আর মেকিং দেয়ার, বাট ইজ ইট এভরিথিং? দে আর গিভিং দ্য লেভেল টু আদার কোম্পানিজ অলসো, দে আর টেকিং ইট ফ্রম আদার কোম্পানিজ বাল্ক and then packaging with the label Patanjali. Then how do you certify that it is all organic? Originally there may be some organic, but everything cannot be organic that way, because they are giving the label to others also. সোর্সের মধ্যে অনেক ভূত আছে, বলে কাজ নেই, রেকর্ডিং হয়ে যাবে। So parameters in composting, carbon nitrogen ratio. Okay, so these are the parameters of composting. Acha, how do you measure all these parameters? How do you measure all these parameters? Every parameter you have to measure with separate mechanism, technique. We have mechanism, we have technique. How do you measure? All these measuring techniques would be there. Mechanism of composting. There is a mechanism. Organic matter, temperature should be 55 to 60. Thermophilic bacteria. Someday, one of the faculty, very senior faculty, told me one question, that why our grass, where the grass is dumped, if I touch by hand, it is very hot. That's only the dumping, nothing. It is there in the ground, nearby the ground, there is a dumping area, so all the grass from our playground is trimmed and dumped over there. So sometimes you can find it is very hot. If you can touch by your hand or by food, you will understand it's very hot.
Microbial bacteria and fungus.
What bacteria?
They decompose the glucose present in the grass.
That bacteria is called thermophilic bacteria. That I wanted to tell. Yes, you told the right. This thermophilic bacteria. This releasing the heat by thermophilic bacteria. That's why temperature going 55 to 60 degree, very high temperature, means by compared to room temperature, it is raised quite high. If you touch, sometimes fume or smoke like comes out, as if there is some fire. Actually, it is because of thermophilic bacteria. So this is converted to some mesophilic state, organic matter. This is coarse material, becomes some powdery or halfway decomposed material. So then after that it promotes the mesophilic microbe and rapid decomposition takes place, and finally you get the compost like this. These two steps only. First step, thermophilic bacterial action, and then mesophilic bacterial action. Two types of bacteria will be working onto this organic matter for degradation. Phase of composting: mesophilic bacteria, thermophilic bacteria, and maturation stage. These three steps. Temperature is rising, then coming down, and then becoming the maturation. Maturation means the reaction is over, complete, almost complete. It becomes matured. That is maturation stage. Cellulosic materials, okay, hemicellulose, different type of materials, all the or degradable materials are degraded into smaller fragments. What is the meaning of degradation? In a single sentence, can you tell me what is degradation? বলতে পারো degradation মানে?
Breakdown of the sugar and organic material. I think enzymes.
Complex molecule structures into simple molecular structures. It's very simple to understand. Degradation. Big molecular structure converted to small fragments, like protein into amino acids. That is degradation. It is degraded into small fragments. Polymeric chains degraded into small fragments. That type of process. That is called degradation. So decomposition, degradation, this term, so whenever you are using, whether it is in the water, it is in the soil, the same thing. Different type of bacteria are there. Billions of microorganisms there, so we cannot always identify, but we know what to use. Okay, if you ask me what bacteria, there are millions of bacteria. How many I can name? That's why sometimes some name I mention, like lactobacillus. Bocacy brand bacteria, majority is lactobacillus. Okay. Actinomycetes, fungi, they are all effective. Protozoa, rotifers, earthworms, so many things are there. See their structure, how they are looking like. I mean. The picture is given so that you can understand how they are looking like. Bacteria looking like this, chain like, fungus looking like this. Okay? Actinomycetes. They are all small microbes, sometimes unicellular, sometimes multicellular. Aerobic as well as anaerobic, both types are available. If you want to go for aerobic degradation, then you have to use aerobic bacteria. If anaerobic degradation, then anaerobic bacteria. But the method is different. For anaerobic bacteria, complete sealing of the system. Okay, in the bucket, if you go for anaerobic processing, completely you have to seal the top with some wrapper or something. You have to bind it properly. And don't have to open it for 15-20 days. After 20 days only open it. But for aerobic, you have to turn it over, up and down. Both purpose is same, both the way. But once complete degradation is there will be no bad smell. Bad smell will be there in the in between. But if you seal it properly, then you don't get any bad smell. And after degradation, you get bacteria. But if you go for anaerobic, I have seen one thing. You get always some liquid, leachate. But by aerobic, that leachate problem is less. And vermicomposting with the help of earthworms. They are having burrowing and non-burrowing. Burrowing and non-burrowing money? Burrowing and non-burrowing money. Earthworms sometimes make burrow holes, go inside that, and some are just on the surface they are moving, not making burrow. Compost, farm refuses, animal dung, town refuse. These three types of compost are there, material. Different type of methods are there for composting: indoor method, Bangalore method, NADP, DEP method, Coimbatore method. Okay. Okay, that's all.